Hello YouTubers, YYC Busy Mom here. Today I wanted to show you something. This is our first aid kit. It's one of those big metal first aid trapdoor kind of things. It was a great find. It was empty, but we took the case, and the case is great. It can literally just pick it up and go. But I wanted to show you a few things that are in here that I don't know if a lot of people know about. I put all of my stuff, my liquids and my packages, in Ziploc bags. That way, one, I know, let's look over here for instance. I've got these wipes of different kinds that are everything from sanitizing to sterile to just plain wet naps to some alcohol, some with iodine, yada yada, and some pain relievers. And but I put them in Ziploc bags, one, so that I can sort them and easily reach for them. I'm not searching through a bunch of little packets. Two, you never know when a Ziploc baggie is going to come in handy. I mean, you can carry water with this, you can do whatever. There's my little, I think I showed that in another video. It's a sliver digger. I don't know what the actual name for it is, but it's a sliver digger to me. We've got, see, your syringes and your little measuring cups. Now these baggies again come in handy, so when you're done using them and you don't have a place to rinse them off, you put them right back in the baggie and you're not contaminating the rest of your stuff in your first aid kit. Also, we have inhalers. Our inhalers are in here. These are backup inhalers. I just renewed them, so we're good on expiries. We got the facial first aid CPR, your CPR mask, so that let me just show you that instead of trying to explain it. Of course I can't get it out, right? But it goes over the other person's mouth, so where you can do mouth to mouth. The band-aids. Also in here I have an old receiving blanket and an old not used but an older cloth diaper, the rectangular ones, good for absorption of larger wounds. Here we have a bottle, prescription, in the original bottle, of ranitidine or Zantac. Heartburn is the last thing you want to be dealing with when you are on the road or shit hit the fan scenario. So we stick that in there. These are all renewed prescriptions, so keep them updated. Another thing here for liquids, this one's not in a Ziploc for some reason, but this is your antihistamine, for children. Worst case scenario, an adult can take it too. And we stick that in there. We have, I found the other day at Shoppers Drug Mart, actually, you can get eye and ear drops over the counter now. As I was looking for this, it's not going to focus figures, but this is advanced eye relief drops. Now, when you're around the campfire or you're spending 24, 48 hours awake, your eyes get tired. No matter what you do, you're going to end up with some tired eyes. And I personally need to use this on a regular basis, and I don't even wear contacts. So this is the non-contact kind, because nobody in our family wears contacts. And, well, it reduces pink eyes, the pink in your eye, not actual pink eye. But there is a brand that I found next to this that does have, what do you call it, a prescription, not a prescription, but a antibiotic in it that helps cure pink eye, which was odd because usually I thought you could only get that in the stores or in the pharmacy. But they do actually make some that for pink eye. And there's also one for earaches too that was next to the eye. Don't ask me why, but it was. And so those will be on my next purchase just for this multi-purpose kit. But this I could not pass up. Of course not. It's not going to focus. Okay. Come on. No. The joys of having a phone camera. But this is clove oil, BP. for temporary relief of toothache pain. Again, I got this at Shoppers. Insert absorbent puff, basically a Q-tip, soaked in clove oil on the tooth cavity. Avoid contact with gums. Consult your dentist or physician. When hubby had tooth surgery, they were yanking out teeth and stuff like that. They basically took a piece of gauze, well, a piece of condensed gauze, soaked it in clove oil, and stuck it in the cavity. And I'm sure without that, he would have been in a lot of pain. I personally can't stand clove, but if it comes down to me being in pain and SHTF, I'll take the clove oil, definitely. I hate dentists as it is. Okay, well, here we have some garamycin drops. These are eye antibiotics. This was a prescription that was given. Because my eyes tend to get dry very easily, I do a lot of computer work, a lot of crafting, a lot of reading, and those tend to keep my eyes open. Thus, I tire my eyes out, and then they get dry, and then they get swollen. They get not swollen, but sort of irritated, and if I don't take care, they can get all red, and it's just not a happy scene. So we keep the. I'm sure this would help with pink eye too, but this is what I wanted to show you. You can get suture tape, but these are waterproof butterfly bandages. And if you can see in the middle here, there's a tapered spot. Now, these are latex free for those who have latex allergies, but these help close and secure small wounds and incisions and are waterproof. The sticky stuff is on these sides, and this center piece does not have tape, does not have sticky stuff, glue, I guess you could call it, in there. So you can take your wound, tape one side, pull the other side closed, and tape it shut. These I've been looking for forever. All I could ever find were those little single strips where the tape went all the way through. And when you have waiting room hours going on 3 to 4 hours in your hospitals, this is what's going to keep your wounds closed and maybe even prevent having to get those dreaded needles and stitches. Now, mind you, watch how big the wound is. You don't want to close up a wound that's not treated, cleaned, and stuff like that. Use your brains, people. Just like if you were to get a suture kit, you're not going to suture it up unless you know what you're doing. The last thing you want to do is suture up an infected cut, a dirty cut, or possibly suture up somebody, but you've left a vein or an artery, God forbid an artery, unsutured, and you're just sewing up so they can fill up. But this is for your minor cuts, your minor need for surgery where you're just going to do 1 or 2 stitches. So let's do this. Now let's get to the hospital, see what they say. And they're going to rip this off, and they're going to take a look, and they're going to, oh, you did a good job. It stayed together. Trust me, it works. I've done it myself I have the kids, and they go through quite a bit of bumps and bruises and cuts and stuff like that. But anyways, that's what I'm going to show you. A few items: the clove oil, the sutures, jeez, my God, fog brain today. The butterfly bandages. Yeah, I can read too. The butterfly bandages, your prescriptions, big deal. They say throw out your amoxicillin when you're done with it. You know what? Shit hits the fan. You're going to need it. If it's expired, you never know. I mean, you just may have to increase your dose a bit. But I'm sorry, but I would like to have some that are less strong than none at all. That comes in where things talk about fish mox. But I don't know enough about that to go on to that, so we'll just leave that where it is. One thing you might want to add, vitamins, I don't know, but it's up to you. I just wanted to share what was in mine right now, not quite complete detail, but a few key items that I think that people should have. Your eye and teeth and ears are something that people forget about when doing first aid kits. Well, enjoy!